Kanye, we live. Let me check on the phone. Yeah, we live.
All right, Shalom. Y'all about to y'all Shabbat up.
Shalom, shalom. Y'all Shabbat Shalom.
Switch the screen. See if you can switch the screen. Screen format.
All right, brothers, ready? Come on. All right, shalom. Ready to get Yaakov?
Yeah, come.
All right, shalom.
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 Cross the most want to keep all praise and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashah, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashah.
the abundance of the apostle of great wisdom, talk to the spirit, peace and much love and sight to Israel. Are you so-called Negroes? That's in the makers, y'all just Israel according to the Bible. High time we got a 6 year till 19 desert of the spirit, probably how Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodafis will be here. I would have best why I tell you how it's 5 ones coming to bring an edifying lesson through the spirit, probably how Bashim Shai on the kingdom of heaven isn't with us. Alright, this is what the Most High is requiring within us, every single individual. Brothers out there pushing the truth in sincerity and truly believes on the scriptures. You are the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, we are that temple being built as we speak. Okay, as brothers are coming to the knowledge, as brothers are learning this truth and getting the understanding on how about Shemashai and understand who they are, Israelites, we are the beginning of that, man. Okay, and then through that, your house is going to come back and manifest. So then when get out, go ahead,
This is Luke 17-20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of the Most High should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of the Most High cometh not with observations, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Exactly. So the kingdom of heaven isn't within us. All right, because our spirit lies within it. All right, because this truth, this knowledge, this wisdom that we have, that's the beginning of the kingdom of the Most High. Okay, we're the beginning of that. All right, and it's starting out, and we're seeing it being built every day. Right, because y'all also said the Lord's he's going to build his temple. All right, and it starts with the elect. Okay, because once all of our brothers wake up and come back to where they are in this knowledge that the Most High already gave them, then we're going to go home. Then it's going to be our transition from us going to the bottom to the top. Right, because the Most High is going to show us how to rule in righteousness and wickedness. All right, we don't want to talk about the show.
And when he was demanded of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of the Most High should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of the Most High cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of heaven is within you.
That's it, the kingdom of heaven within us. Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter 2 verse 9.
1 Peter 2 verse 9.
You are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation.
Hold on. You got to read fast. Easy.
This is 1 Peter 2 verse 9.
Yeah, 1 Peter 2 verse 9. Go ahead.
But you are a chosen generation.
Yeah, but we are a chosen generation. Go ahead.
A royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light.
Exactly. So the Most High calls the darkness, out of darkness into this marvelous light. It's this truth, this wisdom, this knowledge, and we are the chosen generation. We're a royal priesthood. Okay, until we are becoming priests, by us doing these videos, us seeing this word, you became a priest, you became a prophet, you became a teacher of the Lord. Right. So now we're gonna be a king of kings and priests. That's what we're building up. That order back. That order back, but not by the law, but by what? By the new covenant which Yahweh is bringing forth, and we're all going to be a king of kings and priests. We're all going to be ministers unto Yahweh Shemashai. That's what we're doing right now. Right now, the Lord is hearing this. Right, the Lord is hearing our prayers, our cries, and our supplications that we're constantly bringing up to Him every day, and He's getting this in this song to the Lord. And so the Lord's he's gonna let it. He's constantly in His mouth. We're constantly reminding the Lord to get us up out of here. Every time we praise His name, Lord, the Lord hears it. Because why? We are the priesthood. We're something with the elect. We're that priesthood that the Most High chose from the beginning. You know.
I can go ahead. Now you're going to.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him get this right there.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got anything, Yakura?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the screen bigger. On my end.
This is John 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in power, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
Yeah, so y'all just said I go prepare a place for you. You know, so the Lord said that was 2,000 years ago. Right? So what's gonna be in that place that the Lord set up? You know, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a complete kingdom and of righteousness, right? Which we're fighting for every day. Yeah, planets, all that. You know, we're gonna rule that. We're gonna have that inheritance that the Lord already set up for us. We just gotta keep it in faith and believe that. You know? Go ahead.
And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And where I go, you know, and the way you know. Thomas said to him, Yahweh, we do not know where you are going, and how can we know the way? Yahweh Shai said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me.
Exactly. So no one comes to the Father except through Yahweh Shai. Right? So at the end of the day, we are accepted by the Heavenly Father through Yahweh Shai. So the Lord says, see us justified to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. That's the order. You know? Go ahead.
If you had known me, you would have known my Father also. And from now on, you know him and have seen him. Philip said to him, Yahweh, show us the Father, and it is sufficient for us. Yahweh Shai said to him, have I been with you so long, and yet you have not known me? Philip, he who has seen me has seen the Father. So how can you say, show us the Father? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father in me?
Is that because Yahweh Shai was the exact split image of his Father? Okay, because Yahweh Shai came with the will of his Father. Right, so when Yahweh Shai spoke, he spoke the words of his Father, he spoke none of that. Everything of Yahweh's will. And through that, through Yahweh's will, all down to Yahweh Shai, and it was gonna bless us with that power. Like the scripture says, he's gonna come and give us again, and we're gonna receive a glorious kingdom. So we're gonna have many mansions, which means many planets, right? Everybody's gonna have his own galaxy. Everybody's gonna have his own world. He's gonna have in his own mind, you know, because each brother is beautiful in his own mind, man. So we're gonna be able to do those things through the Spirit, probably out by Shema. Whatever you want, whatever your heart lies, you're gonna have. You know, your own planet, your own entire realm. You know, whatever you want, your realm is gonna be it. You know, we're gonna make our own entire worlds. Because why? The Lord gonna give that to us. Because why? We give. We're supposed to. We kept the faith. You know. All right, go ahead.
I have said.
No. What chapter?
Psalms 82. Psalms 82, verse 4. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Exactly, Lord. I said we all are gods, right? We all are powers, right? Because we are Yasha. Yasha means he is Prince Power. We're the prince of the power to the air. Go ahead.
But ye shall die like men.
Yeah, but we shall die like men. You know, because look at Yahweh Shai. Look what he had to go. Yahweh Shai, he was the ultimate angel. He had to die. You know, he had to go through the sufferings of men. You know, and we do the same thing. You know, we go through those sufferings of what men will go through, like emotions, feelings, or sicknesses, those things, so we can understand and know how it feels to be on a weaker level. Right? Because the Most High, he just didn't give us the kingdom to give it to us. We have to go and learn. So we get back with the Most High, and when we get back in the kingdom, heaven, we already gonna know. Oh shit, we know how it feels to be on the bottom. You know, then we're gonna be on the top. We're gonna be able to keep that in righteousness. You know. Go ahead.
And fall like one of the princes.
Yeah, and fall like one of the princes. Go ahead.
Arise, O God, and judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.
Exactly. So the Lord said, so David said to the Lord, he said, hey, arise and judge all nations. So we can inherit that. Because that's our inheritance as Israelites. You know, our inheritance is to get what the heathen, our inheritance. That's what Yahweh asked for. You know, in Psalms the 2nd chapter. He said, Lord, give me the heathen for thine inheritance. Because Yahweh is going to get that. That's his inheritance. And along with that, we're joining heirs with him. We're going to get that same inheritance. We were set up from the beginning to get that. You know, we was already set in that order to get that because we was spiritually chosen. Okay, to get that, to receive that blessing. You know, that our forefather Jacob fought for. You know, Jacob, he fought for he got to get that inheritance. Along with the rest of our forefathers, they fought all these generations to get that inheritance. We've been waiting for it, and we've been longing for it, man. And we're in that time. We're in the time of that. We're in the time of all we're getting that inheritance that we have been preaching for, fighting for generations and generations, man. And it's not going to come into fruition until us preaching this word. Go ahead. That's it, right? You got that?
2 Peter 3:10. But the day of Yahushua will come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, so the day Yahushua will come as a thief in the night, because these people in this world, they're not aware that our Lord's coming back. They're not thinking upon the things of the Most High. You know? Go ahead.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yes, so which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Right now, this heaven, who is so-called white man, and 2 for 2/3 of our people, because why they trust in the system and they believe him. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with a fervent heat.
Yeah, so the elements shall burn with fervent heat. Like, what's that fervent heat? The nuclear missiles going to happen in World War III. Which is the pre-taking of our transition between going to the bottom to the top. Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversations and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day.
Looking for and hastening. So all these brothers, we hasten for the day of the Lord. We're constantly looking for the Lord to come back every day. You know, every year, hey man, your house will come back. You know, that's we're hastening for that day because we know what that day is gonna come with. And we understand, you know, that's our salvation and that's our ticket to the kingdom, right? That's our ticket to glory, right? That's what we're looking for every day. Go ahead.
Unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
So according to the Lord's promise, we're looking for a new heaven and a new earth. Because we all know that this earth is in a horrible state. It's not right. So we're all looking for a new heaven and a new earth, which we were promised. Go ahead.
Wherein dwelt righteousness.
Is that where dwelt righteousness? Go ahead.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace.
So be diligent, right? So be diligent that he be found in peace. So we better get that. So Lord said, be diligent. So you better get that. Go ahead.
Without spot and blameless.
Exactly. So people without spot and blameless. So be diligent. So you will be found without spot and blameless. That's how everything refers back to the law. The priests they will sacrifice the best of the lambs, the bullocks. It'll have no spot. It'll be blameless, right? And that's how the Most High said it's elect. We're blameless in the sight of the Lord, because there's no fault. There's no guile that was in our mouth. Because why? We kept diligence, and until we were chosen for that. Right?
And account that the long suffering of Yahushua is salvation.
So the long suffering of Yahushua was salvation. So with Yahushua, his long suffering that he had to go through, that's our salvation. Go ahead.
Even as our beloved brother Paul, also according to the wisdom given unto him, have written unto you.
That's it. It was written unto us, man, for our remembrance. Anybody's got any scriptures?
Hey, I want to go back to where it said in verse 10. It talks about, it says the elements. That's important to keep in mind, because back in that time, they didn't have what we call the periodic table. You know what I'm saying? Talking about all the elements and everything. Like we can go and look up all the elements. But even back then, they said all the elements shall melt away. So this new earth isn't going to be of even the same makeup. So like you were saying, you can't even imagine what it's going to be like, because everything's going to pass away. The trees are going to be different. The grass is not going to have the same makeup. Probably not even going to have the same like makeup of air. You know, air consists of oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, certain percentages and stuff. It's probably not even going to be that same makeup, man. You know what I mean? So it says that even the elements shall melt away. We're talking about the rocks, the minerals, gold and silver. You know what I'm saying? All that's going to be melted, man. You know, everything these people hold precious, these precious stones and all that, it's all going to be passed away. It's going to be old news, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to bring that out, man. It says the elements. It's serious, man.
I got a research about that. So, this is Romans. This is Romans 14, chapter verse 17. For the kingdom of power, Yahweh, is not meat and drink, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Ghost. This is Romans 14, verse 17. For the kingdom of power is not meat and drink, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Spirit. For he that in these things serveth the Hamashiach is acceptable to power Yahweh and approved of me. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace and things wherewith one may edify another. So that's it, man. You know, that's what the kingdom of heaven is, really. It's peace. You know what I mean? It's everything that we don't have here now in this earth, man. You know, and it's edifying, it's edification. You know, it's edificating the brotherhood, edifying each other. Like right now we're doing the spiritual edification, man. You know, so we need that. That's that meat. That's that spiritual meat. That's that spiritual drink. Right? And that's that water that never fails, man. That's the everlasting well of water, man. You know, and that's the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's always in continuous flow. You know?
That's right.
All right, this is my phone. This is all right, this is all right, this is Colossians 1:27. To whom Yahweh Bashim al-Shai would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles. Hey, and what's the riches? It's these scriptures, it's the kingdom, knowing who we're going to become, knowing what we're about to get. Getting back to our remembrance, knowing who we are, man. Hey, that's glory, man. Getting back into your power, coming back to who you really are, to what the Lord made us from the foundations of the earth, man. To get that angelic body back, you know, to get that form back on us, our power. All right. So to whom Yahweh will make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles. And what Gentiles? That's us, the Israelite foreigners. Those men and women who was put in captivity here in America, man. Right? Which is Hamashiach in you, the hope of glory, man. Right?
Oh, everyone that thirsts.
It's Isaiah 55. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, everyone that thirsts. Come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat.
Yeah, come ye and buy and eat, and that's talking about this truth, this word, right? Because what we've got this for free. You know, you want to buy it. Go ahead.
Oh, everyone that thirsts, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat.
Yeah, he that is thirsty, right? Because we were thirsty. Because at a point in time we were dry. We had no substance. We were dead. But now the Most High, through that water that we've gotten, we became and got it freely. Go ahead.
And what's that water? The water is the spirit. It's Ruach Kodash. You know what I'm saying? That's that water that's ever flowing through us. It's being able to understand the scriptures, being able to break down the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's when the spirit is something with you. You know what I'm saying? When you can hold on, brother. When you can pull out certain scriptures and verses and run them and give the edification of it. That's what we just read in Romans. It's to edify, right? It's the edification, and that's the start of the kingdom, because we're that third temple, right? We are the temple that's being built back up, right? We're that temple. We're coming back into the Lord graces, man. Into His glory. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
Exactly, let our soul delight in fatness. Because our souls, we're eating this, and our spirit is getting fat, man. Because we're eating that spiritual food, that good food that the Lord set up for us. It's a buffet that we're eating. Every time we go to scriptures, brothers, break down these precepts. This is what it is, brother.
Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
The sure mercies of David. And the word David means, the name means the beloved. So David was beloved by the Lord. So we're as beloved, right? Because that's why Paul called us, beloved. Go ahead.
Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and commander to the people. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and the nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee, because of the Lord thy God, and for the Holy One of Israel.
It's Isaiah 65:10. And Sharon shall be a fold of flock, and the valley of archers a place for the herds, and to lie down, and for my people that have sought me. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offerings unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer.
Yeah, so let's have to keep our people. Because the Lord called, and they're going to bow down to the slaughter. Go ahead.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice in, but ye shall be ashamed. No. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall slay thee, and call his servant by another name, that he who blessed himself in the earth. This is Isaiah 65:17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth.
Yes, the Lord said, behold, I create new heavens and new earth. Go ahead.
And the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind.
Yes, so the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. So America, aka Babylon, is going to come to memory or mind. We want to forget everything in the ways of America, all the things that we once known on this side, and it ain't going to matter no more. Go ahead.
But be ye glad and rejoice But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy.
Yeah, Jerusalem, her people are joy. So we're gonna be rejoicing in our land, man. So hey, we're gonna have it all. Go ahead.
And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more.
Exactly. So the voice of weeping shall be no more heard. So it's not gonna be no more crying, no more being upset, no more having to deal with any type of issues or problems. You know, our young children getting killed down the streets, women crying with their babies. That's not what happened no more. You know, it's gonna be complete peace. Go ahead.
Shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days.
Yep.
For the children shall die in 100 years old, but the sinner being in 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses, and inhabitants them.
Yes, we're gonna have this. We're gonna build houses and actually inhabit them. You know, we're actually gonna have them. Because a lot of times we don't own our own houses.
And that go back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter.
Yeah, it's called the curses.
Verses.
We don't own our own. Yeah, it's gonna get and Esau's gonna be the one gonna build our houses. You know,
That's right.
So that's the catch about it. You know, that's the whole part of us getting our
Verse 22.
That's it. Because like I said, like the scriptures always say, you know, hey, we're gonna dwell in our own house. We're gonna have our own home. It is not gonna be something that we want to. It's something that we're gonna build individually. Something that you want in your house. Whatever that is, whatever your spirit wants, you're gonna have it. You want gold floors, you can have gold floors. If you want to go car, if you want a gold toilet, you can have a gold toilet.
Right.
It ain't gonna matter because we're gonna give it everything that the earth is. We're gonna have it. You know, if you want marble, whatever the hell you want, whatever your mind can think of, it's gonna be yours. You know, until our minds can't even get to that point of what we're gonna want because we're so low level nowadays. But when we get up to that spirituality, hey man, our kingdom's gonna be badass. You know, you're gonna be thinking of things you never thought of before.
That's right.
You know? We're gonna have statues of us. We're gonna have a whole bunch of pictures of our past lives.
You know that about the writings? That was out of Roxford. We said something about we'll have was it memorials? Memorials. Man.
What it was, I can't remember. It's around like 40, almost 45. I'm not sure. I'll try to find it. Alright. Yeah, go ahead.
And they shall build houses and inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards and eat the fruits of them.
Yeah, so we're gonna build vineyards and eat the fruits of them. You know, we don't even have our own vineyards, man. We don't have our own plants. We don't have our own food source. Everything we have is of the so-called white man. None of this is ours. So in our kingdom, we're gonna have our own food. And imagine that food we're gonna eat. That's gonna be some good ass food. It ain't gonna be this GMO food.
That GMO BS.
That's it. It ain't gonna be no more pesticides. We're gonna be eating good. We're gonna be eating like kings. You know, we got the gold plates, the gold spoons, silver. That's good for your immune system. Go ahead.
They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of many people, of the days of my people.
So the days trees live for a long ass time. A tree can live for thousands of years. You know, hundreds of years. That's gonna be our lifespan. But the elect, they never gonna die. You know, we're gonna live forever. So imagine that you have mortality coming. You know, you have everlasting life coming, and it's over through what? Do one simple thing, just by giving up the little things on this side to gain the amount of millions on the next side. The most side of what we want us to do a lot. All we have to do is keep the faith and do this work, and we're gonna be really rewarded. You know, you have to think about that. That's why I should say the sufferings it doesn't even compare. See, because with things shit that we go through now, it's gonna be like, damn, bro, like that really wasn't nothing. To get what we got now.
Hey, matter of fact, and that's Job. Hit Job 20 and 8. Somebody can Job 20 and 8. What you got, Cameron? You got something
The
over
days,
there? What you got over there?
And my elect shall
I got Jeremiah 2:16.
and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands.
That's the Lord's that are going to long and enjoy the works of their hands. You know, because we built this earth, you know, along with our Lord Yahweh Shai. So we're going to long and we're going to enjoy the works of our hands. We have not been able to do that. We have not been able to enjoy our labors that we built. You know, we're looking at our kingdom, or we're looking at things that we built, and everything's out of order. Animals are dying, trees are dying. You know, everything that we set up in order is completely out of order now due to the so-called white man. So that's why biology, when you see those things, you know, you're seeing homosexuality, bestiality, all those things that are contrary against things that we put in order under our Lord Yahweh God. It's completely off. You know, that's why we're against this place. We don't understand that this ain't right. You know, these people are in the right spirit.
And get Job 28. 20 brothers. Somebody. I get those. No, go ahead.
They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessing of Yahweh, and their offsprings with them.
Exactly. We are the seed of the blessed, the elect. We're the seed of the blessed. So we're blessed to be of that seed, man, to be of that righteous branch that the Lord set up. You know, and then through that, our seed will be righteous as well. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith Yahweh.
That's it. Hey, the animal's gonna be ate, because lions, they're gonna be eating meat, and they're gonna be eating straight straw like the ox, like the ass.
Right, gone.
They're gonna go back to grass fed, right? So everything's gonna go back to complete order after the Yahweh comes back. That's what we're looking for, and it's soon to come. You know, through that faith and belief. That's it on that. All right. Yeah.
Job 28.
Surely there is a vein for the silver, and a place for gold where they find it. Iron is taken out of the earth, and brass is molten out of the stone.
Wait, where you at? Where you at?
Job 28. Surely
20. Job 28?
Yeah. 28.
Okay, no, go to Job 20. Go to the 20th chapter.
Oh, okay, 20 and 8.
And 8.
Alright. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Yeah, it's constant. Hey, so white man's gonna be out of here. You know, he's gonna be chased away at the base of the night.
This whole system, everything.
Yeah, everything about it is gonna be totally wiped away.
Right, ain't no, hey, and that's the beautiful part about it. Hey, that's the kingdom of heaven. All that goes back into what the kingdom is. What is the kingdom? You know what I mean? The kingdom is no more fucking Esau. No more this red devil calling himself white wickedness. Yeah, no more wickedness, bro. There ain't no more wickedness in the world.
He's glorified.
Yeah, that's the kingdom, man. And seeing this devil on your fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? This devil licking the dust off your feet. That's the kingdom, man. That's what the kingdom represents. You know, him you know, that's what we looking for. And that's the beautiful side of going into the kingdom, man. He should fly away. What did he say? He should fly away as a vision of the night. Like he was just a dream. You know what I mean? Like it's just this mystical thing that we just magically went through, and we woke up from it, and now we're back in our policy. And it never, and all that hell that we had to go through, yo, it never happened, man. It never existed, but we know it did. We know it was.
Like it never happened.
But it's gonna feel like we're gonna be so badass that it's like, hey, bro, wait, who's that? That little shit. We'll do that again. Yo, no, I don't want to. But you know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, though, right? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
That's it.
Neither shall his place any more behold him.
That's it. Go ahead. Neither shall his place be what?
Any more behold him.
That's it, man. So Esau power seed is gonna go. That's the kingdom. You know, and that's one of the biggest points today in my mind, to me, that the kingdom is no more seeing this devil being the Egyptians and being the servants. No more of this devil playing every part in the world, and it's only the so-called white man all over fucking TV. All you see is this devil everywhere you fucking go, and nobody else living in this world but him. You know what I mean? He's the hero and the villain. No more of that shit, bro. No more of them lies, man. You know what I mean? No more taking the kids, putting them in school and programming. You know what I'm saying? No, none of this shit, man. No more drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what did my man say from the X-Men movie?
No more systems.
Yeah, no more systems. No more war. No more war, man. You know what I mean? When this devil go down, ain't no more war, man. Ain't no more fight. Hey, who gonna fight us? We're gonna be the powers. Nobody gonna stand up against us. Nobody gonna even if the thought came about, hey, we'll quench that shit right there, man. You know, so it ain't gonna be no more, man. No more Esau. Cause he's no more, hey man, no more the devil say he ain't gonna be no more. No, he gonna be locked up, man, and done. You know?
His children shall seek to please the poor.
That's it. That's the kingdom. Go ahead.
And his hand shall restore their good.
Woo! That's the kingdom, bro. That's the kingdom. His children shall seek to please the poor. Hey, who's the poor, man? Who's the poor?
Israel.
We are. We the poor. You know what I mean? Hey, his children gonna seek to please all of us, man. They gonna give us back our shit. Hey, yo, this is y'all. Here, just don't kill us. Here. You know what I'm saying? Listen, yo,
That's right. Yeah.
we gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? Get their necks snatched out their bodies and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the thank you that we're gonna give them. You know, go ahead, bro.
And his hand shall restore their goods.
That's it, man. That's it. Got it on that?
His bones are full of the sin of his youth. And
hey, his bones is full of the sin of his youth. What does that mean? What does that mean? His bones is full of the sin of his youth.
What his children did?
Yeah, but what do you think that embodies, man? You know what I'm saying? What's Esau's youth, man? Esau came into power in America during the Renaissance period, right? But he came into power even before that because when he was in Europe, he was taking over in the 1300s, going leading into the 1400s, right? Then you go even further back, you go to what? Rome, right? And he took over, and when you go look at Rome before Jake was in there, who was in there? That was Joffrey. They was all Japhetic people. He took over their identity. You know what I'm saying? This devil from his youth, right? From Esau. From Cain, I was lurking my way back. I was lurking, you know. But hey, man, from the what of his youth?
Bones, I think.
So read it again.
His bones are full of the sin of
his youth. And like the brother just said, that go all the way back from Esau, all the way back down to Cain. What was Cain's biggest sin?
Murder.
But who did he murder?
His brother.
That's it, man. So back to his youth, to when he was first born, man. What's that, bro? Go ahead.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Woo! That's beautiful. That it?
Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
Right.
Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth.
That's it, man. So who has he spared, man? Who has the so-called white man spared? Who has he given any kind of when did he ever give a break to any of us? Is this shit a break?
Into the dick, you said at work clock anymore.
Right.
It's still like slavery.
Right. It's still slavery, bro.
Yeah.
And then when we working, what are we working for, man?
The so-called white man.
Yeah, we're working for him, but when the amount of money, okay, when you work these jobs, that it's still going back to him.
Right.
Everything we do,
Money that we have to pay. Money tax.
right? Exactly. Everything we do, he take out 99%. And we get that 1%, and that's that little crumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the amount of money that we make off still to this day, we make off Esau, it only compares to like 1%. Because it's nothing. Because what? Brothers still struggling every day. Brother can pay their bills. Brother can pay their rent. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's still a life fight. Or if you work,
keep you in that rat race.
it's a rat. Yeah, you in a rat maze, man. You know, you constantly, or if you got money and you gotta constantly find ways to save that money, man. You gotta work like a dog. You gotta work like a dog to keep banging. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even when you got, like, look at football players, basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, to get what they got, man, they gotta work out 24/7, 7 days a week, man. They might get 1 day of break, man. But they constantly always working to do what? To make that money, man. To keep their position. And then when they fuck up, what happens to them? They get hurt. What Esau do to them? He throwing them a fucking way, man. Yeah, and then hey man, he throwing right out the window, bro. Yeah. Hey, you can have talent like what's my man? Who? Well, even him too, shit. Yeah, they killed his ass. Yeah. Hey, they got rid of his ass. Hey, when you think of somebody like Terrell Owens, right? Hey, when he came out of the league, he still had a good 4-5 years. Hey man, they put him out the fucking league. They called him a fucking cancer. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he was great, one of the greatest receivers ever touched the football. Hey man, that man got put out the league 5 years early, man. Why? Because hey, they can throw you away, and they got more coming up behind you, man. You're just a hot commodity for them. You're nothing. You're property. Look at Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown.
They show you that during the draft.
And it's all
they trade players pretty much like slave trade.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. What'd you say?
You know what I'm saying? Like during the draft, you see that, you know what I'm saying? They basically showcase some brothers like it's like the auction block all over again.
That's it. That's it, brother. That's it. Right. They measure you. Ain't same shit they did in the slave trade. They stand you, see how tall you were. They see how much reach you had. They see how much.
Yep. They check your reach, all that.
Yeah, they take all your measurements. You know, it's the same exact thing, man. You know, so all from football, basketball, all the sports, man. And everything we do here, man, it's always still. But the whole point, the whole brother, can still go back to the devil. Still go back to Esau. Everything we do, even when we think we got something, even if brother got a crib, brother got a nice car, but for that brother to keep that crib and nice car, hey, he got to work like a slave. Hey, bro, you gonna because now that the brother Yakarah work hard. He got to continue to work hard to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He know it. He understand. It's a never ending rat maze. You can't never find
play the Babylon, man.
That's it, bro. So in order to make it into society, man, this devil has programmed where everything we do, we have to enslave so heavy. That's why Job 20 chapter say that they sons and daughters, they gonna come back and just give it back to us.
Yeah. And to be honest, no Negroes have to work. No Latino, no, we should
how much more work we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? We built this motherfucking kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, brothers, it's like if I can get this real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is in Baruch, which is in Apocrypha, but Baruch. I'm gonna start at verse 6.
Which one?
Thou art.
Where you at?
I said Baruch 3 and 6.
Okay, come.
In the Apocrypha, it says, "For thou art the Lord our power, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. We have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee, kind of like we're doing right now. We're calling to mind all their iniquity, you know what I'm saying? And we're trying to, change the course of that right now, you know what I'm saying? And in the time that we're waking up, and it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. So you got a lot of these damn lame duck Christians out here that want to say we're free, you know what I'm saying? We're in true indeed, you know what I'm saying? We're free through Yahushua Mashiach, you know what I'm saying, in the mind, but in the physical, they talking about in the physical, you know what I'm saying? They think they free in damn America, man. But what does it say? It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, man. We're scattered right now. We're still we're in that scattered state. For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. So we subject to payment. So how? You know what I'm saying? You can't say you free. Somebody who's free doesn't pay anybody. You don't pay for your house. You don't pay for your food. You don't pay for your car. These damn elites, you know what I'm saying? The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the royal family. You think they're paying for that mansion or whatever that castle they living in, keep the lights on and shit? You know what I'm saying? They don't pay the electric company, EPB, or whatever the hell else electric company. You know what I'm saying? They're not subject to payment. We subject to payment. So this is talking about us, but we still in our captivity, man.
Yep, Tom. Hey, we got one here. Haggai 1:6.
Ye have
No, let's call it out. Haggai 1.
Haggai 1:6.
Look louder.
Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little ye eat, but ye have not enjoyed enough ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm, and he that earneth wages.
Speak up.
Wages. Earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
That's it. Haggai 1:6, man. You sow, so you work hard. You go out. You do your business. You push whatever Esau got you to push to make that money.
Right.
But when you get back little, and then when you get it back, it's like you look in your pocket. It's like, damn, you got a bunch of holes in your pocket.
like holes in that mug.
Yeah. It's like, damn, man. What? I done did all this work, made this amount of money. I have to pay my rent, my light, my car note, my car insurance, all these bills come on. I got my kids, I got this, I got that, I got my lunch, I got to go to work, I got to get my work. You look at you like, where the money go? It's all gone, man. So it's Haggai 1:6, man. Read that again.
That's right.
Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. And that's us, bro.
Go, man.
That's Israel, man. That's how life feels, bro. I know life feel like that for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be all, but it's the truth. But then right, that, sad shit. It's really a blessing. Because at the end of the day, that shows us who we are. That proves that we the Israelites.
Hey, like you say, brother, that proves this is us. Because them damn the Idumeans, the Amalekites, hey, they don't got this problem.
They ain't living like this, bro.
They ain't living like this,
You know what I mean? They families be having money, man.
They do.
Yep.
The Jewish, the so-called Jews, the Jewish. That's Amalek, the chief house of Satan. You know, but that's how their life is. They don't live this way. We live, only us, only we live. When you read the Bible only coincides with Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We fit the curses. Right. We fit that God wanted this. Nobody else. You know, you can go all up down in the hood, ask anybody, man. You know, you can ask your parents. You go home, you can ask what, hey man, what's like, bro, how you feel about, man, I want money, man, I look around, my time to pay these bills, bro, I ain't got $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's life though, man. You know, you can ask any of our people, man, they'll tell you, even the wicked nigga 2/3 niggas. Right. You know what I mean? Guys, they'll tell you the same thing. Hey, that's why it fits us only, man. You know, these curses, but that's a blessing. It's a curse, but it's a two-edged sword to that curse. Also, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be cursed. It's weird to say it. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to say, oh yeah, I'm cursed.
Revelation 29.
Right, but yeah, come. Hey, pull that out, brother. But you blessed.
Revelation,
you know what I'm saying?
Revelation 2:9. It says,
go ahead.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. All right, and we know that's talking about the fakers, you know, the Amalekites, man, because they're the ones, you know, saying they're the Jews, you know. Now we know this in our time, all right, but what are we calling ourselves? Or really, we're calling ourselves Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So we're the true Jews. We know we're the true Jews, but they're the ones that have been calling themselves the Jews, and they are not. Like it says, they are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, like you brought it earlier. You know what I'm saying? And they still go to synagogue, you know, traditionally. You know what I'm saying? They go to synagogue. And they really they worship Satan through what? The Talmud, you know, the Kabbalah, you know, all the other BS magic, you know, magic they get into, you know what I'm saying? Freemasonry and shit, all the mystery schools that they dabble in. So they're the synagogue of Satan, man, and they're just a devil, period, man. You know, bunch of deceivers, man. You know, they deceive the whole world into thinking that they're Jews when they're really just a bunch of Amalekites, you know, Khazars, Idumeans, you know.
Hey, somebody pull out Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Hebrews 12:6. From whom Yahweh shall love thee, chastising and scourging every son whom he receiveth, and ye endure chastising. The Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what sons is he whom the Father chastiseth not? So if ye endure the chastising, the Most High dealeth with you. So what it's saying, how the brothers be like, oh, I don't got no bills to pay, or all that stuff, or you know, going hard, got nowhere to live. That's chastisement from the Lord. That's how you know the Lord is supping with you. He's dealing with you, right? See, these Hamites and all them Edomites, they live their best life. 2/3, they live their best life. That's why I'm living my best life. See, the Lord is not dealing with them because they're not going through no hell. They're having righteousness. Which would y'all rather have hell now or hell later?
That's it.
Hell now. Hell now. Okay,
That's
see,
right.
you rather have hell now. So what is this hell now? Doing little things, having little things, not going somewhere. And someone like, oh no, you ain't got the money, man, you gotta go. Or someone like that, not having no bills to pay, all right? The hell later is eating the nukes and having the Lord's wrath.
So have your head down in the kingdom.
And head down in the kingdom constantly. Whom the Father chastises not. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards. And not
what's a bastard, man?
That's right.
Fatherless child. Hey, man.
Fatherless child.
The Jewish are bastards, man. They got no power. Hey, what's that? Where's that at? When it says, we know who we serve. We know what power. What does that go?
Take that 4:22.
Is that
You know not what?
you know not what? Yeah, is that 1 John? What's 4:22?
Yeah,
St. John's 4:22. Hey, somebody grab that. Some got an open hand. Hey, St. John's 4:22. Hey, you grab that Yakura? St. John's
It says
4:22.
St. John 4.
Hey, go ahead, bro. Oh, no.
So yeah, man. So that's
Go
why.
ahead,
Yeah, you go.
So yeah, man. That's why we all got to eat the hell now and not choose it later, because we already know later. The hell later is death. See, taking this hell now is life, basically, man. Having the curse is life. All right. See, the Lord.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. See, taking the hell now is
He
life.
hate you. Not want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Hey, especially when you a young guy, man. You in the scriptures, go to school.
Yeah.
And brothers want to fight y'all and shit.
They wanna
They
fight
want y'all and shit.
Right, yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But that's a blessing, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, having people hate you, man, that's a real blessing, man. Even though at that time when you're doing it, it's like, hey, man, this is bad. Like, dang, like, why does everyone hate me, man?
Don't get invited out to the parties.
Right. Yeah, it's like, hey, don't do it. Like, it's a little weird.
Right.
You know? And at that time, everyone that feels embarrassing sometimes. But when you really go back and think of it in the scriptures, I mean, I'll go back and think of it in the scriptures, and be like, okay, actually, that's righteous.
And that's the Lord showing you love.
See, yeah, that's the Lord showing me that He loves me.
Yeah.
That's how we got to think of things.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. Now it shall come to pass, if you diligently obey the voice of Yahweh, your power, to observe carefully all his commandments, which I commanded you today, that Yahweh, your power, will set you high above all nations of the earth.
Yeah, so we listen and obey the Most High. Lord has set us upon all nations upon earth. We didn't do that. Because obviously we're where we are now today. At the bottom. Right. You know, we didn't live to that standard that Yahweh Shema Shai set up for us. We fell off of that. Right.
And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you, because you obey the voice of Yahweh, your power. Blessed shall you be in the city, and blessed shall you be in the country. Blessed shall be the fruit of your body, the produce of your ground, and the increase of your herds, the increase of your cattle, and the offspring of your flocks. Blessed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Blessed shall you be when you come in, and blessed shall you be when you go out. Yahweh will cause your enemies who rise against you to be defeated before your face. They shall come out against you one way and flee before you 7 ways.
Hey, that's it. Because see, and when we go down to the curses which we live in now, we live in the curses. The flip side of it, that's what the kingdom. Once again, I go back to the kingdom. That's the kingdom. Deuteronomy 1-14 is the kingdom. To be blessed. Everything we do is to be blessed in the field, to be blessed everywhere we go. Our basket,
Right.
Our money, our job. Everything we do, we'll be having slaves, our servants. Hey, y'all can watch that movie. Hey, what's that movie? White Man's Burden. Y'all can watch that White Man's Burden. And it's exactly what it says. It's White Man's Burdens, right? It's the flip side of what this kingdom could be in today if it was Jacob ruling instead of Esau. You know what I'm saying? White man's burden, but it's that very same thing, being blessed. Telling Esau that he can't get a job. Right. Esau working the low-level jobs. You know what I'm saying? Esau doing the servitile jobs. Under Jake putting bullets in Esau's fucking head and getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. They're blessed. That's their blessing now. And that's the blessing. That's once again, that's the kingdom of heaven. Man. That's what the kingdom consists of. It's a consistency of all those things from Deuteronomy, the 1st chapter, all through the 14th. Go ahead.
Yahweh will command the blessing on you in your storehouses and right to which you set your hand.
Everything you set your hand to, man. Anything so LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, ain't shit compared to what we'll be in the kingdom, bro. Hey, man, right. if the man of the Lord want to go play some basketball, man, and we gonna have other shit to do, that shit's gonna be, bullshit. It's gonna be some stupid shit when we go to the kingdom. Bro, we're gonna be able to do basketball out in space. Right. You feel me? Right. You know what I mean? What Jake gotta do with his own land.
Actual space.
Right. There's no right. The real space jam. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bro, there won't be no limits to what we do. Football, bro, we'll play from galaxy to galaxy. 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? What's 100 yards?
It's like 2 steps.
Right, bro.
What's that?
What's that? Bro, we be playing from one brother's galaxy to another brother's galaxy, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll be all, hey, this thing gonna be big, man. So, you know, we gonna put that shit to shame, man. All the shit that they do now, that shit is gonna be, it's gonna be pathetic.
It's nothing compared to it.
Nothing, man. Go ahead, bro.
And he will bless you in the land which Yahweh your power is giving you.
Right.
Yahweh will establish you as a holy people to himself, just as he has sworn to you. If you keep the commandments of Yahweh your power and walk in his ways, then all peoples of the earth shall see that you are called by the name of Yahweh.
That's it.
And they shall be afraid of you.
Woo! Then they go to fear.
Right.
It's powerful.
You know what I'm saying?
Powerful.
You know, they go to fear that we feel for Esau, right? He gonna fear it for us.
They're gonna fear us.
They gonna fear us.
But we're not gonna fear them.
Nah.
As it goes back to Matthew 10, verse 28, those
We gonna it's gonna be fear. It's gonna be completely changed around, and we gonna be in complete fear. So when the police pull up on us when we driving, damn, it's my tail light out. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's my shit. You know, and they go, it's what they about to see about my car will make them want to prove it. Damn, was I really doing 40 miles an hour? Was I doing 35 miles an hour? You know what I'm saying? So then once they go, they put the lights on. Also, but that's the same fear they gonna have when they see us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a scripture on that too, man. I gotta pull it out. It talks about fear will come out of Judah or Jerusalem. Let me see if I can find it, man.
All right, come. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
and Yahweh will grant you plenty of goods, and the fruit of your body, and the increase of your life.
The fruit of your body. What's the fruit of your body? See if you brothers know. What's the fruit of your body? You close.
Spiritual.
Huh?
Spiritual.
The fruit of your body.
No. It's like,
Hey, brother, you in the ball now. It's all right, God, bro. You in the right area, you know. But hey, it's your seed. It's your children. Right? The fruit of your body is your children. Right? That's your fruit. So they gonna be, he said your balls. Hey, it's gonna be blessed too. And that motherfucker gonna be brought to the floor. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, man. No, but at the end of the day, you know, your children, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be blessed, man. You know what I mean? Hey man, you know, like for some of us brothers is tall, some of us brothers is short, some brothers is fat, some brothers is skinny. You know what I'm saying? We come in all different kind of shapes and sizes, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of us deal with different mental issues. You know what I'm saying? Some of us deal with different physical issues. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be some brothers can't think, other brothers might be lame, can't walk. You know what I'm saying? You know, go through like a brother like me, bro, I go through back pain like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes bro, I get out the car like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? It's hell sometimes, man. It's suffering. You know what I'm saying? So I realized, remember what we're doing, man. We suffer for the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Some people gonna suffer, man. So, but all that shit is gonna be gone, man. You know what I'm saying? When we get the kingdom, all these sufferings that we go through now, it's gonna change. We ain't gonna suffer these things no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers, what you call ugly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, some tough people out in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers, hey, man, they suffer with getting women, man. That's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, it's all everything we can imagine, think of that we go through now to this day. You know, maybe some brothers they got the best coat, brothers they got the best job. You know, the women laughing at you, other than shit. You know, hey, man, all those things, man, it's gonna fade away. Boy, is that it? Is that 14?
no. And in the produce of the ground, in the land of which Yahweh swore to your father to give you.
Right.
Yahweh will open to you his good treasure, the heavens, to give the rain to your land in its season, and to bless all the work of your hand. You shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow.
Okay, so who are we now? We're the ball. right? We want everything we get. We got, hey, shit, you got to go to the bank. You got to go see the lender. Oh, shit. Right. Look at Floyd Mayweather.
They owe us
Right.
everything.
Look at Floyd Mayweather. Well, you know, you think of somebody like Floyd Mayweather, even rich as he is, what does he really truly own? You know what I'm saying? Like you look at different men, they still got to get their money from who? From Esau. Man.
Yeah, cars. They took
They took it from. That's what I'm saying. You still who shit is it? It's still Esau shit. That shows you that Esau can come down on you and he can say that we think you did fraud, or we think you did this to get the money. We think you hey, you got tax evasion. You didn't pay your taxes, so we gonna reap everything you got. We taking it all back. Like, what the fuck?
You just gave
Wait,
it to us.
I just bought this shit,
right.
bro. I own this shit. But no, you don't own. Even when you think you own it, you don't own it. That's being in slavery, man.
They got
So it don't matter. So really, for Jay, being rich is a curse, because you scared you gonna lose. Now you want to get rich so bad.
Become Lot's wife.
Right. That's it.
That's what you said. Remember Lot's wife, because she didn't care about Sodom and Gomorrah,
Right.
about the things that she had.
That's it, yo. She want to go back to her life. She want to get back to the wealth. But that's how it is. You get so wealthy, and once you get so much money, now, at first the fight was, damn, come on, I gotta get rich. Right? That's the first fight. Right? We don't think about what come after the riches. We just like, man, I'm trying to get this bread, bro. But what comes with that bread? Right? So once we get the bread, now you got the bread, and you like, damn, you up here, now you looking at all these people, and everybody's still scratching and scrounging. Like, what is wrong? Why do you still make me rich? And you start finding yourself year by year, your riches is depleting. Like, fuck, I gotta go scrounge and fight. Because now, where before it was, I want to get rich, now it's I gotta stay rich. That's hard.
Yep.
Now you gotta get different shit to come up with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy being a multi-millionaire, because they gotta constantly come up with new ways. Hey, it's just like a record, man. You do music, right? It's just like a record, man. You constantly looking for that hot record that can put you in the game. You get in the game, you get that first hot CD, you might come out with a second. But what about that third one, bro? That's hard. How many more things can you talk about that ain't gonna sound the same as the shit you just said the last record before? Right. That's now you slaving to stay on point. Now you slaving to keep your contract with the devil. You done made the contract with the devil. Now you slaving to keep the contract with the devil. You know what I'm saying? So now you working so hard to keep on to stay on point. Because why? You got the next man coming up, just like sports, everything else. It's always the next man up. It might be a hotter producer. It might be a hotter singer. It might be a hotter rapper. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta fight. You gotta fight against those odds. And then you already fight against the odds of the people that when you got up into the business, the people who's already been there. It's already saturated with shit. So now so when do you ever get a break? You still curse. You curse with money. And then on top of that, now you rich and you sit trying to figure out how can I fucking stay rich and how can I compete with the rest of these guys and get more? How can I keep these guys from taking me over and throwing me out the game? Now you got your people who's poor. Hey, give me this, give me that. Hey man, you're a millionaire. You got multi-millions, but your millions is tied up into all this other shit because you're trying to keep going. You're trying to become a billionaire. But you got all these other people, they pulling at your coat strings. They pulling you down. They pulling, hey, come on, man, I need this kid. I need that. I want this car. I want this. So you constantly got a fight that you're constantly fighting against, trying to stay rich, trying to get rich, and trying to compete with everybody else around you, man. That's a curse. That's a curse. That's an affliction. That's hell. We ain't gonna have to do that. We're not gonna have to do that when we get our riches. When the Lord give it to us. Bro, it's always gonna be set. We're not gonna have to contend against one another. Because it's already gonna be what it is. You know what I mean? Brothers ain't gonna pay for water. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna have to sit and beg a woman. We're gonna have a million women that are fucking beck and call. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We ain't gonna have to pay for the vagina. they're gonna just throw it at us. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
all the things that we have to deal with on this side when the Lord come back and bless us, when Yahushua come back, hey man, we gonna be good, man. Ain't no more pain, no more struggling, man. No more trying to get rich and trying to stay rich. Hey man, it's already is. We gonna be set, man. You know? All right, go ahead, man. You got it.
Micah said, Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart. Rise ye and depart. This is not your rest because it is polluted. It is polluted and it shall destroy it with a sort of destruction. That's it. Yes, this place is polluted. Rise and depart, but it's not our rest. You know, because you're gonna find yourself in bad times no matter what situation you are. You could be rich, poor. If you're an Israelite, you're always gonna be under those curses. You know, no matter what. Look at Bill Cosby.
Yeah, look at
Michael Jackson. Look at
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
Look at all of them, man.
Look at R. Kelly.
Oh man, yeah.
So hey man,
Hey, think about the old ones like Chevy Chase, Brent Berry, not Brent Berry, I ain't trying to cut you off, but what's my man name that came out with country music? Hey, what's that brother that came out with country music? Yakara, that Jake, something Berry, Chuck Berry.
They do all the country music.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, yeah, old school Chuck Berry, yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, he started that country shit. Hey, it was so bad that he used to have to put what was all of them had to do. But in order to rock the country, he had to either have an album that was blank or he had to put like little white kids, little Edomite, so-called white kids on the cover of his albums and shit. Just so he can sell his music in the stores. And Esau started liking it, started proving to it, and they started copying it. You know, how many of our people who've been in music that had their music stolen from?
A lot.
All right, they came, especially out in the 50s, 60s, 40s, 30s. Hey man, like,
99% of them.
Jake come out with a song, and they'll sit up and they'll hear it. They'll have it on a low level playing for Jake. They'll go back and listen to it. They'll like how it sounds. They'll take it and give it to some doo-wop bop. I ain't got no, they change the whole tune of it, man. Steal your whole shit, and then it'd be a #1 hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck?
And then you'll something copy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, how many times has that happened to our people?
Plenty of because basically Esau, they don't understand that us so-called blacks was talented.
Right. You gotta start with the earth. That's it. Curious. That's it.
The apple of the Most High.
That's it. Jews are the
This is Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus say Yahweh, do not learn the way of the Gentiles. Do not be dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Learn out the ways of the heathen.
Right.
And I learned those ways, and in that mentality of like, get rich now. Which at the end of the day, we gotta wait for the kingdom of the Most High to come. We're gonna say no, we're in captivity, baby. We're in slavery. We're supposed to be enjoying it. We're supposed to be mourning for the Lord to get us out of here.
Why would you be happy with something that's already going to come?
It's not man.
That's right, man.
For the Gentiles are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are full.
Or vain.
Are vain.
Yeah, that's something, bro.
For one cuts a tree from the forest, the works of the hands of the worksmen with the axe. They decorate it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers, so that it will not topple. So
Let's talk about Christmas.
Because they decorate it with silver and gold.
Mm-hmm. That goes back to
Jackson Valley.
Yes, South Valley. Goes back to Nimrod, all that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people took those customs and made
Really
it their own.
Babylonian customs.
Yeah.
Go back to that.
Listen, in Psalm 69:4, they that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. They that would destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away.
So they didn't hate David. Love to hate David. David's son wanted to kill him.
Right.
Absalom wanted to kill David.
Right.
Saul wanted to kill David. So David was going through a lot of hell. Right? And we're going to do that same thing. People, a lot want to kill Yahushua for no reason.
Right.
Those so exactly, and they look at us nowadays. You see them want to kill us nowadays. They hate all those things happen to us. Because why? It was already given. It was already from the It was already written that we were going to go through those things. Right.
This is Matthew. You want to go? Matthew's 10, verse 28.
Right.
This is Matthew's 10, verse 28. And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Exactly. So fear them that can't kill the body. Who's that? So white man Esau. Right? So we understand that he can't do that. Who can kill the body and soul? The Most High Yahweh. You know? So we ought to fear the Most High, not man. Because man can't really do it too much.
The so-called white man didn't create the universe in order to be powerful. Because who can only destroy the soul and the body on this earth? Yahweh Shema Shama. So basically, if you fear a so-called white man, but you don't fear a so-called black man who already started this back in ancient time, then something's wrong with you, because you're supposed to be fearing somebody who created the earth, which is Yahweh Shai and his elect. But however, you also supposed to fear a man, the so-called black man, that the Bible talks about.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel 10 verse 6 and Revelation 1 verse 14.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. What you got? Let me get Psalm 85. No, yeah, Psalm 85. This is 14.
This is Psalms 85.
Go ahead and get John 17. It's John 17. Right? It was scripture. It was Psalms. It was.
This is John 17 and 9. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. So who's the Lord talking about? Who is that talking right now? Who is talking right now? Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah said, I pray for them, I pray not for the world. So what Yahweh Shah prays for who? It said I pray for them, it prays for who? The elect, man. That's what Yahweh Shah is talking about. His chosen people, the ones who he died for. Alright? So he's praying to Yahweh, when will my people come? Please, Baba Shah, please let me destroy this wicked city. It's polluted. I pray for my elect. Alright? And all minds are God, and thy are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. And I come to thee, Holy Father, keep through thy own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. So let's talk about being one with Yahweh Shah, man. Being glorified with Yahweh Shem Yahshua, being with the Lord, being with our power, being back with our power, how we did when we just created the earth. Alright, while I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost. But the son of redemption, that the scriptures might be fulfilled. And now come I to thee, and these things I spake in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. And I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. See what the Lord says they have hated. What have we done when we're hated? All look at all the prophets that was prophesying that was with Yahweh Shem Yahshua. They all was hated, man. Alright? See, that's why the Lord said hated them, but because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. See, that's how you know the elect, that we are not of this world, so we will be hated. Alright, see you see someone who's purple out of the middle of nowhere. You be like, wait, who was that? Like as an alien. Like nowadays, so-called aliens. Esau, what did they think? They hate Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because to Esau, they are aliens. They are what they call UFOs, unidentified objects. Alright? See, that's why they hate Yahweh Shah, because Yahweh Shah's power. They don't know. Yeah, they don't know. See what they used to call him El Shiyaj, or whatever they call him. Al-Shajah, or it meant demon-like power. Terrible demon-like power. That's what they would say. See, they fear the Lord. If you fear someone, you're gonna hate them. All right. Hey, Esau.
Hey, when you think about it though, is Yahweh not a terrible power? Because I mean, what is Exodus 15:3 say? He's a man of war. You know what I mean? So is he not a terrible power? You know, when you go through, we were just reading the account in Judges earlier, and we probably go ahead on and pull that back out and probably close off with that. We'll pull that account in Judges out about how how the Lord had let things happen, like far as that. Well, I'm gonna go into, but the Lord let things happen, man. You know, Lord, hey, there's death on this earth, man. There's murder on this earth. You know, hey, you go back to Ahab and Jezebel. You know, hey, the Lord had the round table meeting. You know, he had a round table meeting with the angel, and that one angel came up, that one spirit came up, man. And who was that spirit, man? The devil, man, Satan, man. Came up and said, no, you doing it like this, man. And he did it, you know, he did the work of the Lord. The Lord wanted a evil work to be done, and that evil angel came and did it. All right. So yeah, the Lord is a terrible power, man. He's nothing to play with.
That's Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus 43:29 says that. It says the Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous is his power.
Right. He's terrible, man. So, you know, go ahead, Yakura.
No, I was just saying when you brought out, said, you know, isn't our Lord terrible? What you know, there's scriptures on that basically just say, just like you said, you know, it talks about the Lord as a man of war, but in Ecclesiasticus 43:29, it says the Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous is his power. So we're not dealing with some figure that these Christians have come up with, man, talking about, you know, God is all love, God is love, you know, yeah, that's all they talk about. No, the Lord is terrible, man, and great. You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's it.
That's right. This is Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I heal and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. That's right. So yeah, man, like you said, the Lord kills, He heals, He does all these things. But before I break that down, I'm going to Isaiah. This is Isaiah 45. This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I will do all things. So like the Lord says, when some wicked happens upon this earth, because the Lord wanted it to be done in that manner. All right. See, these so-called Christians think that Satan and wickedness can just go on as they please. No, because look, now if I get Proverbs 20, this is Proverbs 20 and 20. This Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? See, everything that goes on is of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua is what the Lord wants. That's why when you said the Lord is a terrible power, not meaning that he's bad, like not meaning that he's horrible what he's doing. It means that he is no joke. He's no one not to play with. The Lord does what he wants when he wants someone to get killed. Think of Yahushua. See, Yahushua prayed that Yahushua was praying, bless the Lord, when my suffering be done. See, I bet Yahushua at that time they want to go do all the hell that get on the cross and all that stuff. But take it away. But look, Yahweh wanted to go as he pleased because Yahweh says long suffering. All right.
Hey, yeah, because when you think about it, you know, you go back to different accounts in the scriptures from Jezebel, Ahab. You go back to the Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. You go back to the Benjamites being slaughtered by the Israelites. You know, you go back to all the wars that Israel been through, every captivity we've been through, from all the way from Egypt to Babylon to the Persians to the Greeks to the Romans to now. Hey, that's a terrible power, man. That's a terrible power.
Right.
When you go over the history of Israel, bro, that's a terrible power because the Lord will do to his own, man. You know, he'll hey, what do you say? The shift is to start in the house of Israel. It's gonna start in his own house, man. So hey, it starts with us. So the Lord is sifting us to do what? To get to sift that wickedness out, so we can get into our righteousness. You know what I mean? No? Yes, sir.
That's right.
It's First John.
Hey, and Babylon hasn't known any hard times, man. They're about to witness the terrible power of the Most High Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai real soon. But they've been living real good for quite some time, man. You know, that's why everybody's under this drunkenness, man, that God is all love. You know what I'm saying? Because for a long time now, nobody's really felt rough times like are about to come, man. You know?
I know it's that.
Keep going, brother.
Come, they're going to see just how terrible the Most High's power is.
You got a script, bro?
Yeah, this Proverbs 16:4. It says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And so we know who the wicked are, man. You know what I'm saying? These so-called white people, you know, the Idumeans, you know, we'll call them by that name, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Idumeans, Khazars, Amalekites, you know, and basically, really, when you get into it, all the heathen, man, you know what I'm saying, are the wicked, man, that the Most High has created. You know, all the nations that he's basically not dealing with, you know, but the Idumeans are basically the top tier, right? The wicked, man.
Yeah, they are deep.
You know.
Yeah. Nah. Hey, this is was you done, bro?
Nah, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Hey, this is grab our Revelation 18:7.
This Revelations 18:7. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow given her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I'm no widow, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
That's it. Hey, that's America, man. Like you just said, you know, that's hey, Babylon has not had any war in its own land other than the Civil War fighting amongst itself. You know, this land has been fairly clean, other than bringing us over here to America and the killing of the Gadites. You know, but Babylon itself, it has not been a war against Babylon in Babylon. It has not been another country who has made Babylon a widow. She sits a queen. She has not been touched. You know, she's up high. She's mighty. Nobody has brought her down. You know, but that's what's coming now to Babylon, man. Babylon is gonna fall within itself. You know, it's gonna fall and crunch and fold over, man. You know? Anybody else got something?
Yeah. This is Revelation 17, verse 5. And on her forehead a name was written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and of the abomination of the earth.
Hey, yeah, how is this the mother of harlots, man?
That's right.
What makes Babylon the mother of harlots, man? Hey, because it's got all kind of unseemly shit in it, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's got every philosophy you can think of in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can be anything you want to be in Babylon, man. You can be a man, but you can turn into a woman. You can be a woman, but you can turn into a man. You know what I'm saying? You can sell drugs. You can do drugs. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything you put your mind to wickedness, you can do here in America, man. You know? That's Babylon, man.
That's what they want.
Anybody else got something? You got something? Oh, go ahead. You got something? Oh, you good? You got something, Yakarab?
Yeah, I wanted to get this real quick. This is Hosea, chapter 4. Just want to get this real. No. It's Hosea chapter 4, verse. Let me just start at verse 1. It says, Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. You got a lot of that going on here in America. Like you said, you know what I'm saying, it's going to start with the house of Israel. So you got a lot of that going on here in America.
Yeah, God.
It says, therefore shall the land mourn, everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. So you got that going on. You got the beast, you know what I'm saying, the beast dying. You got the fish, you know, fish die-offs happening. You know what I'm saying? The fowls, you got birds just dropping out of the sky, you know, whole parking lots and shit filled with a bunch of dead birds. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, what the hell is going on? Hey, it just told you why in verse 2. And it says in verse 4, let me go ahead and finish up. Verse 3, I think, says, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive nor approve another, for thy people are as they that strive with the priests.
Yeah, God.
Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. And when it says thy mother, it's talking about Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know, because like it says in scriptures, Israel is the mother of us all. Is it Jerusalem?
Right.
It says in verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
That's it.
Thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. You know, so
hey, that's what slavery was, bro.
Now that's what I'm saying. We got to come out. You know,
right? And that's what slavery was, though. That's what 28 chapter. That's what the Atlantic slave trade was, man. The Lord forgot us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, once we were told to flee out of Israel and Rome, the Lord turned his back on us, man. The Lord wasn't fucking with us, man. At that time. The Lord wasn't dealing with us, man, at that moment, man. And it goes into now, man. This time now, coming into this captivity, the Lord has had his back turned on us, man, for the wickedness and shit that we've done, for the vain imaginations, for the thoughts that we've had in our mind, man, for all the shit that we've done all the time from when we was in the land of Israel all the way to now. Because even now, niggas is still in vain. Niggas is still wicked as hell. You know what I mean? Niggas still doing all kind of ungodly shit down to this day, man. Raping little boys and girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, a man's heart.
Killing each other, killing little kids.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The magic. Hey, man, because, hey, man, your mind is hey, that's one thing. Like, your worst fucking enemy. Your worst fucking enemy, man. And we always think, oh, no, this nigga, that this nigga, that nigga, that. Oh, man, it's you, man. You. Shit, man, you your own worst enemy, man. You doubt yourself. You know what I mean? You tell yourself that you're not something that you know, oh, I ain't good enough for this. I ain't good enough. You know, you constantly always in your own fucking mind, man. You know?
Hey,
you know?
God, that's in Deuteronomy. That's part of the curses, man. Let me get it.
Yeah,
real quick.
And you're not gonna have no rest in your mind. You always gonna be weary. You know what I'm saying? You always constantly, you know, self-doubting and self-judging yourself. Am I tall enough?
That's right.
Am I skinny enough? I'm not this. You know, it's always some shit, man. You know?
Right. And as a matter of fact, I think we talked about it. We was out of camp. We was out of camp one day, and we got into Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, talking about a bunch of emotional men.
Yep.
You know? You talk about somebody that's tender. In this context, it's talking about somebody that, you know what I'm saying, emotionally weak.
Yep. Yeah, can't take. Hey, Jake tender as hell, man.
You know, so they put on. You got a lot of Jakes, you know, that portray that gangster mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's been portrayed in movies and all this other stuff, man. You know, by Esau. All right, that's really a tender and delicate person, because they don't know how to reason, use logic and reason You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
wisdom and knowledge, basically, like the Most High talks about using wisdom and knowledge, they don't know how to do that. So they're completely
Right.
carnal and emotional all the time.
Right. What you looking at, nigga? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Me mugging each other and shit. Hey, in Michigan, about 7-8 years ago, it was this Jakes was driving up and down 8 Mile Road. It's I think it's called like Eastland Mall. These Jakes was driving down the road, and these two young Jakes, these older head Jakes, they was driving their car, and these two old head Jakes was driving in the car. Two young Jakes going to the mall or whatever. And I guess one of the young boys, I don't know, they was getting high, whatever they was doing, but they turned around and they happened to look at the car that drove past. And them older head Jakes, they was in the car, and I guess one of them was like, "Hey nigga, whip this bitch back around." So he whipped the car back around. And as soon as he came back around, I was, "Nigga, what the fuck you looking at, nigga?" Put the whip out the car, just killed him. Killed the young Jake, fired him up, boom, 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 lit his ass up, man. Just for looking at him, man. Hey, his friend started, getting up out of there. He got up to the mall and shit, they called the police and everything like that. And the friend was like, we just only looked around. So it wasn't even on that level. Like, dude, but hey, that's how tender and delicate Jake is, man. The minds be so fucked up, man. Be so distorted. You know what I'm saying? On drugs and shit, high and shit. And that's that weight that needed, man. Hey, that's why it goes, what man coins is of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Really, that was the Lord put that wicked nigga. So all them niggas is wicked. But that nigga that had got murdered, that young Jake, he got murdered. And he did some wicked shit, he had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord used the wicked ass nigga to do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Why, man? Because when we have, this is the place of judgment, man. This is the place of judgment under the sun. So we gotta pay for the wickedness that we do, man. So that's why the elect, we pray to the Lord that he do what? He take the wickedness away from us. That he sees our sin no more. That he overlooks our iniquity. You know what I'm saying? So when that time comes, we ain't like them other niggas out on the street. You gotta worry if you're gonna get a bullet put in your head, bro. But if it happens, you know what it is. But hey, bro, I was wicked. You know what I'm saying? I must have did some wicked, because I was wicked on this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I know. So hey, man, we always turned away from the Lord, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But he brought us out of the darkness.
Right. But we have to. But that's the prayer. But we have to pray, man. That's why prayer without ceases. All right. Meaning, hey, man, pray all the time. Because you never know when the Lord gonna clock your fucking number. You know what I'm saying? That's for all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's immune to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because the Lord's wrath is terrible. Because why? Yahweh's a terrible power. All right? And that's if not for Yahushua, and that was the point of Yahushua. It's because the Lord, we can't deal with the Lord's wrath, man. What is it? Woe unto the man that falls into the hands of the Lord. Woe unto that man, man. Hey, what is woe? What does woe mean? Destruction, bro.
Right.
So, hey, man, you fall into the hands of Yahweh, bro. That's complete destruction. Yahweh, we ain't trying to fall into Yahweh's hands. You know what I'm saying? We trying to fall into the hands of Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? We want our brother to, hey, what your big brother do? Hey, somebody pick with you at school. Hey, he come clean and mop that shit up. That's what you want. Now, that's what we looking for. I always think about it every time. But hey, but that's what your big brother do. That's what we pray for, man. You know what I'm saying? We want our big brother to, hey, okay. Hey, dad about to beat that ass. You got an older brother, say he's 13, 14 years old. You done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You done went out and did some shit you weren't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a big brother, 21, 22, 23. Come over. Like, hey, what's going on? I'm out there, God, about to beat my ass, man. Nah, fucked up now, You're like, oh, I got you. But he remember them ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? He wish he would have had somebody intercess for him to intercede on his behalf. So you go, hey, Pops, come on, man. Hey, man, Pops, hey, Pops, remember that time? Hey, man, big brother, get you right out the shit, man. And it's not that he can control his father. It's just he made his father remember back when, he beat that ass. Right. Like, hey, pops, you know, we kicking with him, blah, 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 blah. Hey, but that's what your big brother do. But what is Yahushua doing for us? See what I'm saying? It's the same analogy, bro. That's what Yahushua, that's the point. They're talking to Yahweh like, hey, I got him, pops. Hey, look, pops, you know, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, remember when I was Solomon, pops? Remember when I went off? You know what I'm saying? Remember when I got older, pops? You know, I do all things, pops. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, hey, these women got me wicked. I built different altars to these different idols and shit. Look at Israel worshiping idolatry, doing idol worship. Hey, I did the same thing, pops, when I was Solomon. Hey, pops, I went off, almost gave Esau a blessing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's, you know, so you can many times that you can look, Yahushua look back and see when he was imperfect, because he lived that way to be imperfect. Why? So just because who was it? Was it high priest? Already y'all say that? We got to learn the wickedness to understand and appreciate the righteousness. You know what I'm saying? So we had to go through this shit. It was already planned. Elder Yaquan, one of the elders, they always bring out. One of them said, "Hey, well, it was planned. This was already predestined from the foundation." Okay, now we have to learn it. We have to go through it. So when we get our time, we get the kingdom. We're gonna rule in righteousness. Right. We're not gonna fall off no more. We're not gonna go away no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do what Solomon did, King Solomon did. When he got to the old age, we're not gonna do what King David did. Because even King David was righteous, but he did some wicked shit too. Yeah. Right? Hey, yeah. Hey, what did it say? Hey, King David was a man after the Lord's own heart. You know what I'm saying? But he committed adultery. He committed murder. He murdered his own man for a woman. For another man's woman. Bro, that's heavy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's heavy, bro. So, yeah, man, that's heavy, bro. That's heavy, man. You want another man's woman, man. He literally killed his own man. Yo, that's a heavy demon, dude. That's got a heavy ass demon. If you put your own man up to murder just because you want
I look at it like man, she had to be bad.
Oh, hey man,
ain't no woman that bad, right?
Damn. Hey, bro, somebody say he walked out on his balcony. He walked out on his balcony and he looked over and her shit was glistening. You know, she got out the shower, whatever she was whatever. I mean, I can't grab the account, but you know, he looked over, man. He's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know
that type of broad that make you do a double take. You look, you know what I'm saying? You glance real quick, it catches your eye. You gotta look back.
Yeah, but hey, when he acted on his shit, you know. Hey, but that's the crazy part about it though. So when he looked over, he got so blown away with her beauty. Hey, that's why what did the Lord say? Hey, stone not the beauty of a woman, man.
Right, yep.
Hey man, that shit'll make you go off, man. You do some shit you ain't supposed to do, man. You be all over the. Hey man, her beauty don't fucking mesmerize you, man. It's a fucking demon, man. That's just the. Hey man, on this side of life, for a woman to be beautiful, man, it's a fucking demon, man. Because man, that shit'll make you do shit you wouldn't normally do, man. They want to kill his own man. Hey man, with that fucking succubus, man. You know? That bitch had the power, the big fat juicy titties and shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch probably was out there naked, fat ass, coke check bottle, big fat juicy ass booty. You know what I'm saying? He probably, damn, I want to eat that person. You know, and he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine.
Hey, Judah. Hey, that's that's what Judah like, man.
Yeah, hey, shit, hey, why you say Judah? What about Judah himself? Hey, he said.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go ahead and he was supposed to give his youngest son to what's her name? But to the one son, one of his sons died to his wife. He was supposed to hand over the sons. He had like 2-3 sons. He didn't hand over to him. Hey, what did she do? She played the harlot. She a fucking demon, man. Hey, man, when the Lord said these fucking women are demons, man. They demonic, man. They evil. They evil. Yeah. They fucking evil, man. You gotta watch these fucking women. From their beauty to their thought, the shit that come out their mouth. You gotta fucking watch them, man. Because in that situation, he tricked him. You know, he didn't. Go ahead, brother.
And this time too, man, Esau's magic, you know what I'm saying, through his magic and wickedness, man, he's created all these damn filters. So you know, through Snapchat, you know what I'm saying, Instagram and all this other bullshit. So now you got women who would normally be like a 3 or a 4, and now they're looking like 8s and 9s and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know.
So if you're not careful, just like you said, man, you'll be mesmerized, man. You'll be hypnotized by the magic.
Exactly. You know? That's witchcraft. Right. That's what in the Bible is talking about on these things. They use witchcraft. That's a form of witchcraft. Being able to change your appearance. Right. Make yourself look like something that you really not. Hey, that's why they got all this plastic surgery and shit. Hey, what's that Edomite bitch? She had like 40 plastic surgeries. That one bitch, she changed every single piece of her body, man. Something like that. I don't remember that bitch. She changed from her feet, toes, knees, thighs, shoes, titties. She changed it all. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit. Like, bro, when you see her old picture, hell, look at this whole Kylie Jenner. That's another one. That whole changed her whole fucking appearance.
Right.
She looked totally different from now than when she was young. You can't even tell she looked just like Kim Kardashian. That's that wicked ass magic. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of what this system is, man. And that's what go back to King David. And what I was saying, man, that's how this shit is, man. So the women, you gotta watch it, man, because they're succubus, man. They're demons. They use the lure of their looks, the lure of their bodies, man, to get what they want from a man. You know? They draw you in, you know, and they suck you up. They suck all your energy up, you know, and then they shit you out. When they done, hey, it's a movie, man, that I'm thinking of, man. It's a movie, what's the name of that? It's a movie, bro. And in this movie,
there's several of them.
She a Jake, and she was like a queen, and in her past life, and she the way for her to keep her youth was she had to have sex with men, and when she had sex with the men, she would you know, she started off banging with them, and then all of a sudden she started growing bigger, and her pussy just opens more, until she's riding, and she's like a snake, sucking them in all through her pussy. And the men get smaller, and they get sucked right up in there, bro. And then she get a youth. Hey, that's what the women is like today, man, on a spiritual level, bro. Hey, if you ever around a woman, you start feeling sad, she's fucking sucking your spirit up, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta come away from that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get into the scriptures, man.
Go ahead, 26. I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and gnats in her hands as bands. Whosoever pleases the Most High shall escape purple, but the sin shall be taken by it.
That what's that woman in Proverbs? That woman she said snares and traps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's that woman, man. You know, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. Like, that's what King David went to, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, and who was that? What was her name? David's mother. What's her name? Not David. Not King David. But damn. Hariah, the Hittite's wife. What was her name? Bathsheba. You know what I'm saying? Solomon's mom. Yeah, because you know, but that's what she was giving off. You know, that fucking sucking bitch was sucking his ass while she was out there glistening, shaking her body around. And he was, you know, she was, yeah, you know, hey, them titties was, you know, jiggling and shit. You know, he was hypnotized. He was done. Right. Hey, he was like, hey, he called to the army. Hey, put your right. Hey, put your right. Who was it? Was it Joannes? He told him, he said, hey man, put your right Hittite on the front line. hey man, put him in the front line of the war. He's like, why? That's your top army man. You want to put him, that's your top guy. You don't put him on the front line for. Like, no. You put him in the front of that. Man, he brung him. Salak, come. He brung him in. He had him to come meet him. He met with him, talked with him.
Well, he already did it.
Tried to send. No, he already.
He already did it.
No, because he tried to. Because he had sex with her. That was after he had sex with her. Right? He went and had sex with her. He hit it. He went on and hit it. Found out who the husband was. Pulled him in to kick it with him because he knew he had laid seed up in him. So the seed was laid inside of his wife. So he tried to trick him. So King David had a demon on him. Had a heavy demon on him. Because then he not only did he did the adultery, then he thought about it and said, damn, she about to have a baby. She gonna have my baby. Her man is out on the front line of the war. Let me pull him in. So he pulled him in, tried to trick him into going to have sex with his wife. Because he figured, hey man, what do men want to do after they get through in a war? They want to hit some pussy. You come home, and the first thing you want to do is get your nuts on. Hey, so he like, hey, come home and chill. But he a real man of the war. He like, nah. I ain't going up to the house. I ain't going. He trying to get him drunk to go up to the house. And he slept out on the front porch. But with David's front porch, man, he won't go.
Damn.
He won't go. King David was like, damn, now he done been banging his wife.
Uriah in the spirit.
Right. Hey, that's a heavy spirit, bro. Hey, and he sitting up, and he wanted to be back at war with his brothers. He was trying to get back on the fucking lines with his soldiers, man.
Damn.
And King David, he wouldn't go. So King David opened the door, he out there on his front porch. He's like, what you doing? Why you still here, bro? You supposed to be up there with your wife, tearing that up. And he wouldn't do it. So King David had no choice. He said, think about nobody, I gotta kill him. He ain't had no other way to do it but to kill him, man. So what did he do? He sent him on the front lines, man. He had him, he said, hey man, just put him on the front lines, man. And he was like, I can't remember, it was Joanna. This is the story, man. Brothers gotta go look it up and read it. This is how you learn, man. Hey, brother can't tell you everything. He can't give you everywhere where it's at. Hey, look it up and read the story, man. Put him on the front line, man. The man went out there on the front line, and he was and got murdered, man. And then who was his prophet? Nathan came back, man. Hey, man, told him the story, bro. He told King David the story. Hey, heavy story, bro. It's one of the heavy stories, man. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, man, it's just shit heavy, man. But hey, man, that's the power of that succubus, man. That woman, she a demon, man. You know what I'm saying? She's a fucking demon, man. And she'll put a demon on you, man. Just because you want her so bad, man. That's why the Lord, man, said, stumble not at a woman's beauty, man.
This
Right. What's that verse said? My son, give not thy power unto a woman. I gotta find that.
God.
This is 2 Samuel 11:3. And David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, it is not his, Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliab, the wife of Uriah the Hittite. And David sent messengers and took her, and she came unto him, and he lay with her, for she was perfect for her.
Purified.
Yeah, purified.
Is laid with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness. And she returned unto, she was off her shit. She was pure, she went to a purification. Let me see. Okay, let's see. And David sent messenger and took her, and she came in unto him. Hey, and then she more wicked. She came. She didn't even fight. Hey, what's that in the Bible saying? If you come into a woman that's been married and she don't put up a fight,
right.
Her, you, both of y'all
you find her in the field. Yep.
Right, you find her in the field, and if she don't try to fight you off or scream or holler, try to get
she don't cry out.
She's gonna die. Hey, but you supposed to die too. King David was supposed to die, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he committed a complete sin, man. So we say, and lay with her, for she was purified from her uncleanliness, meaning she was off her period. All right. So that means she went 7 days without bleeding. She had everything's in sevens. So after her period, you got 7 days before you can lay with your woman. So she was purified, all right, from her and her uncleanliness, and she returned unto her house. So he hit that, and she went back home. And the woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with child. Hey, man, that's the Lord, man. The Lord did that.
Heavy.
That's heavy, bro. She ended up with a child, man. You know, she knew she had a child in us. Hey, that's going to tell you how spiritual we was, man. She knew she had a baby, man. She knew it.
Yep.
That show you how.
Yeah.
That show you how intact that we was in. You know how spiritually we intact. Oh, it's just so many hits. You know what I mean? But it show you how spiritual, how spiritually intact we was with our physical bodies. Our women knew when they was conceived. Hey, how a woman knows she conceived now? She got to go take a motherfucking pregnancy test.
Right.
Or go 2 months without cycling, you know, throwing up and shit.
Right, come. She don't know until she starting to feel it or her belly getting bigger.
Right.
Hey, she already knew. It wasn't no months. She knew she could see. The next, she knew it. You know? All right?
The next day she wake up.
Yeah. And when Uriah was coming to him, David demanded of him how Joab did and how the people did and how the war prepared. Oh. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David. Let me jump the other time. And when the all right, watch out. Okay, here, wait. Let me jump to 25. Then David said unto the messenger, thus shalt thou say unto Joab, let not this thing displease thee, for the sword devoured one as well as another. Make thy battle more strong against the city and overthrow it, and encourage thou him. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, she mourned for her husband. And when the mourning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife and bore him a son. But the thing that David had done displeased the Lord. Hey man, he broke the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh.
See how the Lord worked. That took like 9 months for him. The Lord actually told me he fucked up.
Right. Yeah, it took right. That demon was on him for a while, man. It was a heavy demon. Verse chapter 12. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were 2 men in one city. Now this is about Uriah the Hittite and King David. There were 2 men in the city, the one rich and the other poor. King David was the rich man and Uriah was the poor man. The rich man had exceedingly many flocks. Hey man, that go back to Esau and Jacob. That go back to us today with Esau. It's the same thing, man. You know, we the poor man and Esau, the rich man, stealing our women, raping our women, having his way with our women, spilling the seed, you know, creating terror, you know, doing all kind of shit, man, with our people, man. But the poor man had nothing save one little ill lamb, which he had bought and nourished up, and that lamb was her, was Bathsheba. And it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat and of his own meat and drank of his own cup and lay in his bosom and lay in his bosom and was unto him as a daughter. All right. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock, of his and of his own herd, to dress for the wayfaring man that was coming to him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was come to him. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man that hath done this thing shall surely die. I'm sorry. I'm hot. All right. It's a lot. and he shall restore the land fourfold, because he did this thing and because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, thou art that man. Thus saith the Lord of Israel, I anoint thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul, and I gave thee thy master's house and thy master wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandments of the Lord Yahweh to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and have taken his wife to be thy wife, and have slain him with the sword of thy children of Ammon. Hey man, that's the basis of it, really. You know, I don't have to go no more into it deeper, but that's the point. You know, hey, King David did the worst shit you could do to a man's house. You not only did you take the man's wife, but you also took his woman. Hey, that was his woman that he grew up with from life, man. You know, so see, in Israel, we would have women that was betrothed to us, right? Our women would be with us from little. You know, you be a little boy and you got a little girl already ready waiting for you. And that's what Bathsheba was to Uriah the Hittite. That was his woman. That, you know, she laid on his bosom. You know, and King David took her, man, and he had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And he paid for it not only through that, but he paid for it through that child that he had died. He had to pay for it through that. And he also paid for it through his own house, because his own son raped his own daughter. Bro, King David's stories is nuts. So when y'all get a chance, brothers, read into King David, get into 1 Samuel, all the way through the 1st and 2nd Kings. 1 Samuel really is the 1st King, 2nd King, 3rd King, 4th King. Get into it, get into those scriptures so we can learn. That's why the Bible says that those things that written for aforetime is written for our learning. So we know what to and not to do, how to deal with each other, how not to deal with each other, how to treat each other. Because stories like that shows us what we should not, why we don't. Now you go into a man's house, right? To a ox house. And say we go to the brother Malak's house and his wife is in there. Hey, bro, you speak. Hey, you know, shalom, or hello, you know, hey, you know, she don't know the Hebrew Israelites, whatever the situation. Shalom, Aqua, you know, and then we keep on going. And you walk home with the brother. Now, the brother will go sit down on the couch. Hey, girl, you know, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you out of order. Right. That's that man, woman. Now, you don't have no confidence. Now, you respect her as you respect him, because that's that man's house. See what I'm saying? So you speak. You know, hey, blah, blah, and you walk on. And then, you know, brother, all right, come on. You know, our brother speak. Hey, all right, boo, boo, boo. And now we go. We go off doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? That's not, she might come in and bring us some food or something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, hey, you know, the water sister, hey, you know, hey, your food was swab. You know, it's swab. You know, boom. And that's it. We can roll up. She gone, she out our face. And when that's it, bro, you know what I'm saying? We move on. You know, but that's why you respect her, because you respect her, because that man, you respect her as you respect him. But that's as far as that respect goes. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Ain't no, damn, bro, your woman badass. Oh, that's wicked, right? You in the spirit of King David, nigga.
Yeah, it's way off.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Talking about your brother's a girl like that, man. Like,
right, that's wicked as hell. You sit over to the op. Yo, like, what's wrong with you, man? That's a demon. You know what I mean? We gotta catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shit happens though, man. That shit happens, man. Hey, Apostle DeHart told a story about how he went to say he hate going to the brother's house. His woman was always up in their face. But he said one time he went to the house. The brother wasn't there. She was like, well, you can just sit down and talk. You know, you sit down and talk. You know, he'll be back in a little bit. He was like, okay. Well, he probably feel like always back. He ran to the store, be back in a minute. So he sat down on the couch. And was sitting there saying, look, it's like 10, 15 minutes. She all up in his face. Having conversations with him. He started feeling uncomfortable. You know, because conversations going somewhere it shouldn't be going. It's like, you know, because what's going to happen with a man and woman eventually? Hey, you don't know how these bitches do this. You know, right. Like, did anything, you know, anything live would happen within 15, 20, 30 minutes sitting with a woman, because you men, we give off them chemistry, them vibes, man. You know, that's why you gotta be circumspect. You gotta be smart. You gotta take the scriptures and you gotta apply them to your daily life. Hell yeah, that's what Sarah said, man. That's what I man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, then you never go, hey, I'll wait out on the porch, I'll wait in my car. You know what I'm saying? Because why? You don't be up in the house with no man's woman. You know what I mean? Unless the woman is your mama. You know what I mean?
I think about it. Yeah, the same thing back in what's it called, the movie. One brother, his woman, they're moving.
Oh
yeah, and I sat in the car.
yeah, right, con. Yeah, you be up with no woman's, because that ain't right, man. That's wickedness, man. You know that because things happen, man. People, you know, that's how people, you know, get connections that we ain't supposed to get. You know. You go with you.
This is Proverbs 7:1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my laws as the apple of thy eye. Bind them bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thy heart.
That's it.
Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones. I discerned among the youth a young man void of understanding, passing through the streets near her corner, and he went the way to her house. So he was walking. He went to this girl's house.
They got to see.
Got to see. So yeah,
Like King David.
to see.
That rose into a couple of different things. Rose into King David, but that's just like the same thing like with King David went through. But also that rose into us being Israel, being Israelites. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been deceived. Esau has deceived us. You know, in all these things that we deal with, man. You know, you go to school, you don't know who you are. You don't know who you Israelite. You think you some African. You think you a nigga. You think you a hood nigga. You know what I mean? You fall into the trap, man. Go ahead.
In the twilight, in the evening.
We're gonna end it after this. Go ahead.
In the twilight, in the evening, even in the black and the dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot, and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn.
Okay, that's that nigga woman though, ain't it? Sound like a nigga woman, loud ass bitch. You know what I mean? Hollering together.
Hey, and the attire of a harlot, man. What are you wearing? These tights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that go back to what's that? Isaiah, the 3rd chapter.
She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
Hey man, who wants stubborn in a nigga? Nah, whatever. Go ahead.
Now is she without now in the streets and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, impudent face, and said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, which craved works with fine linen of Egypt. So she was ready to have sex.
Samson went through that shit.
I had perfumed my bed with myrrh aloes and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love unto the morning. Let us
delight. So
list ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. He hath taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed. So that was her husband. With her much far speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she focused him. He goeth after her straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stock, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and know not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attended to the words of my mouth. Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her path. For she had cast down many wounded. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her.
And that go back to Esau, man. That go back to what Esau has done to our people too, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we went into the way, man, going into the ways of the heat. When you talk about King Antiochus, and when we went to the king and to do the way, go in the ways of the wicked, to get a license, you know, to do the wicked, do what the wicked do.
That's right.
It goes into a number of things. Go ahead, brother.
Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death.
That's it.
Yeah, man, that's really it, man. He got deceived, and the girl kissed him. The girl kissed him, and he got deceived. He let some dance, some good lips, you know. And then so then he was ready to have sex with her, and because she deceived him, said that her husband. So he already knew she had a husband. She had a husband because she already told him. And you know that's why man's not supposed to lay with another man's wife. So he got put to death.
That's so true. That's that. Hey, so what is that for? What's that scripture? Hold on. What is it for? Woman is the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
God, yep.
You know, and that's it, man. Hey, and with that said, hey, call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, hey, double honors to the Apostle Elder's Great Millstone, and we rule and teach well, start with Elder Apostle Taro down. Hey, this is why you know, we came to you today with various topics. Today, sit down, because we couldn't go to camp. Hold on, we cut that off, brother. We're gonna go hit camp because you know it's real rainy out. There was no real point. You know, the weather was too bad. But hey, we just want to bring it to the brothers, man. You know, hey, all you Akim out there, keep striving. Don't quit, don't give in. You know, hey, we almost out. This is almost 2020. 2020 being with that brothers 3-4 days from now.
Yup.
Hey, you know, the time, hey man, hey, this is a beautiful time, man. You know, hey, before we get out, quick note, hey, Russia got that supersonic missile. I wanted to talk about that, going to that, we didn't get there. But Russia got that supersonic missile coming out. They showing that supersonic missile that who was that? I think it was Turkey or somebody picked up from them, and they done shot that bitch off. What else is? Hey man, it's a lot of shit going on. Oh, there was another stabbing.
Nah, man.
There was another stabbing.
They're shooting down in Florida.
Oh shit! Shooting in Florida, Con, and it was a stabbing at another Jewish synagogue.
Yeah, it was stabbing. I think it was stabbing. Yeah.
Yeah, at I forget where it was in Jersey or somewhere, New York somewhere. So hey man, hey, a lot of shit is happening, man. You know, it's going down, brother. You know, you got something to say, Yakura?
No, I was just gonna say, man, we got to keep pushing, man. Like you said, these are prophetic times, man. We see the stuff unfolding right in front of us. You know, the demonization of the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So it is that time. We got where the scriptures say, "Come out of her, O nation not desired." And then in Revelations where it talks about, "Come out of her, be not partakers of her sin." Yeah, hold on a second. That's Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive her plagues," man. So this is that time, man.
That's it.
You know, we got to come out of this place.
That's it. It's high time to wake up, man. It's high time to wake up, man, because the end is not. That's it. So, hey, with that said, hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Ball.
Walk.